Yo, hear me out. K-pop Demon Hunters. It's not that bad. It's pretty good. Yes, coming from a guy like me. All district, like all like respect. That game is better than Elio. Second best movie of 2025. Not better than what's that movie? Sinners. Definitely not better than Sinners. Definitely not. But still a good movie. Definitely would watch again, but I don't want to watch again only on the strength of it will ruin the first time I watch it. Goldbound, pretty good game, but I was really disappointed. And now I'm gonna watch Derek. Dude, I need this. You didn't have to die. You were my favorite.
Thought this was gonna be like the side yoke situation again, but this time she wins. Nope, it was the same situation. Another freaking bridge game. My two favorite players taking the Chelsea route, you know, with a surefire way to break my heart. If you would have saw me watching this, I was straight faced. But man, I was. How did I cry? It's another thing. R.I.P. John E. Man. I just don't know. We're pretty much in the finale. And these are the finals. 3 means
Do that bit.
these are the finalists? Or should I say these were the finalists? Another reason for this, like, when they decided to make Chun He's baby a player.
Why did my what? Okay, my game went black for some reason. My game's going black. What?
They seem to see better acting find a way to but before that, she got some great about this episode. Soldier 11 managed to get she returned to get rid of his file and protect his body. She's so tough.
Agreed.
Revealed himself to be a plant. And Jun-Ho finally got another clue as to where the island could be. Great detective work, detective. And wait, one more thing before I talk about the last two episodes. I want to talk about Jun-Ho's oh my goodness. Like, I wasn't expecting to kill the guy, but be mad. Just slap him. Can you at least slap him? Or him slap wouldn't hurt. Do it for Jung Bae.
Bruh.
The game and gave him a knife and said, do what you do. Just know, if you do it, it'll guarantee a win for you in the game. Which we find out was what he did years ago when he played in the game. This, I liked. Some in-ho backstory, love to see it. Wish we got more, but whatever. Their little meeting leads us to the 5th episode, where we see Ji-hun almost uses the knife. But he decides not, thanks to a special appearance from Seinfeld. Oh my goodness, it was so dope to see her.
The GOAT. The GOAT.
The final game. This game, I'll be honest, was cool, but I didn't really care about anyone involved, so there was no tension. I knew Ji-hun was going to make it to the final round, but there was some stuff in between the start and the final round I got some opinions on. First round, they got rid of Me Too, and y'all know how I felt about him last season.
I was happy when.
After all this development this season, do I feel the same?
Yes.
Yes. No, I'm kidding. I still don't care about him. He let Savy die, and I see he feels guilty about that, so I'll give him a pass. But his revenge on Nambu was... You know what I mean? I think it was cool that he had a positive hallucination when he died. I don't think he should have been suffering. But I didn't really care about him. Wish they didn't just make him a junkie. Then the second round. Ooh, the second round. This round was probably the most annoying one to witness. So in this round, all the randoms and the old man and 333 agreed to take out Ji-hun and then the baby. But this backfires after 333 decides he wants to protect his baby. See, this I liked. I was cool with this.
W.
So that in an attempt to have as many people as possible make it out alive, the remaining randoms beat up this one dude and label him the lunchbox. And they're like, look, we'll pack him up the next round, and then bada boom, bada beep, we all make it out with some money. messed up to pack up the one guy. But for the most part, sounds like a good idea, right? Tell me why G-Hun says, nah, that ain't fair. Let's draw lots. Bro, G-Hun, this dude is practically dead. G-Hun do what they did. He just step in and do it. Oh, wait. There's even more. And after a fight broke out over G-Hun's savings, only people left were the baby, G-Hun, 333, the old man, and the lunchbox. And I'm not gonna lie,
Kill the lunchbox and the old man.
And he goes a great job. Watch you guys work with the base. And now all we gotta do is pack up the lunchbox and we all win together. All three, four of us, the baby included, which is a foolproof plan. But we didn't see the South come push him off the head. I didn't know if I should be happy or be upset. Because on one hand, Player 100 got backed up. On the other hand, it was so unnecessary. And I hated this decision even more. They turn around and see the lunchbox not wanting to be a part of the games anymore. Oh,
why?
This guy is so selfish and bad. Games aside, after that beating, he was probably gonna die anyways. But he decided, you know what? Instead of giving this innocent baby and the guy who defended me a chance to get out here alive and well, I'm over to get them and make them fight amongst themselves. Oh my goodness, I hate him. I hate him so much.
Yo,
baby,
that sucks.
One more time this final
That's not fair. Wait, that's not fair. Both of them are really kind of my goats. That baby. Personally, if I was in the hands of you, I would have killed the baby. Just saying, honest opinion.
Off guard way more than I thought it would. In both good ways. Good ways, we saw Gun Ho say play 6. I'm glad you made it out, my boy.
You finally found the island!
32 years and 7 months. Explode. And at the same time,
wait, I need to see that. No, you should kill yourself. I'm actually begging you to, now! You should play Roblox like a good boy. Shut the fuck up, nigger. Yeah, play Roblox like a good boy. No, what? Don't play Call of Duty like a good boy. How about that, boy? It messed me up.
But it's a perfect explode. And at the same time, we saw Korean Laura Croft succeed her ambition and Kitsa got
the goal.
Then there's the pass. We all stand for the final game. It's 3-3-3 this side. Completely losing mind.
What?
It's out of all the new characters from last season, he was up there. And this whole season, I held out hope. Hope that he would turn around and help their team, or at least help their baby. I get it, Junkie's death broken, but dang, bro, you won't threaten your baby?
Why?
I personally don't think he was actually going to drop it.
You're my goat! Why were you about to kill your own child? Lock in! What are we doing?
You had to be a hell dad. And after 3-3's death came the most heartbreaking moment in the entire series. But before I talk about that, I think now is the best time to say it. I seen someone on TikTok trying to say that
9.8 mil
was more evil than Thanos.
No lies.
I get y'all like the character, the actor, shout out T.O.P. But you are tripping. This dude Thanos came in and killed a bunch of people the second he found out it was a death game. Mind you, without even knowing killing people who gives how much money. And that was just red light, green light. We ain't gonna forget what he did in Mint. It was just playing one more time. And even if he is high, why are we acting like this dude is on freaking bath salts or something? He's on ecstasy. And he wasn't hallucinating thinking it was someone he hated like Mitsu was. No, this dude was literally clicking his heels and jumping for joy every time he killed someone. He did it for the love of the game. If it was Thanos' baby at the end here, there would have been no crime while holding over the ledge, nothing. Just But after 3-3 is eliminated and Ji-Hun gets back on the platform, came the most heartbreaking moment in the entire series. Besides 2-2's death, Ji-Hun realized he forgot to start the round, meaning one of them had to Ji-Hun. I thought this mechanic was so dumb. When did they ever get to decide when they start playing the round? And I already knew what was gonna happen. We all knew. At this point, I was hoping Jun Ho would like break in, kill all the VIPs, but it's Jun Ho. It took him 55 years to get here. Ji-hun kisses the baby on the forehead, puts it down, and proceeds to say the most powerful line in the whole show. Turn on voices. We are please. Demons are. Player 456 eliminated. Or whatever.
Why?
It does.
Why?
I'm say I'm mad at it. With Ji-hun gone, that
Why my goat?
The rest of them go get their happy ending. So the VIP escaped unscathed, including the frontman who ignored his brother when he asked him why he did it. Come on, bro. It's not time to horror farm, bro. It's the end of the series. But I guess he made up for it because he gave Jun Ho the baby and the prize money. That's a double-edged sword. Single dad and you're rich now? But hey, I'm happy.
Yo.
And then the season ends with the frontman giving Ji-hun's daughter some money and his uniform. Bloody uniform, too. I thought that was a little messed up. And we got a glimpse as to how Squid Game in the USA might look. No, Netflix, put me in that. I don't care about
Why? In fact, hear me out. Squid Game in the USA. I already picture one of the games. Red light, green light, nah. Cali shootout, right there. Best game ever. Just put a lot of black people run, pa pa pa. Next game, football. We already know who's doing that. Next game, basketball. Next game, soccer. Come on now. That's just too easy. See, like that's just too easy. In the US, they should make a game called Pick and Cop.
Season, I'll put it like this. Season 1, perfect score.
Yep.
Season like
Honest opinion, season 2, 5 out of 10.
And this season, I'll give you like a low 8. I don't think it was.
All due respect, it'd be a 10, but 222 died. 222 died, and 333 died, and 456 to go. Why?
Yours. For what you may have been asking? Well, today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo! Holy spam of depression and doom!
I'll wait. Sweet Home Alabama stuff.
Yo! What?
And Trump. Just to say, I love y'all.
I feel like there's gonna be one about touching kids in there. You're gay. I'm just playing.
Alright, let's start. So, I had a girl. We were chilling. She was in my apartment. She was taking a shower, and I see a notification on her phone. It was from my best friend, Alex. And it was a snap. Instead of showing her, I'll wait. I ain't been married yet. I had a wedding before the vows. Her family friends on the TV. I said I had something to show. Just then, I saw her on the TV. And some message on her. She got dragged out the wedding.
Damn.
I love you.
Loki W. Loki, if that's not aura, I really don't know what is. Why did I throw some useless clones?
Love the dedication for the revenge. And the patience, too. I wouldn't have waited till the wedding. I mean, I wouldn't have waited at all. I would have been in prison. Double murder. I'm a
Gang?
That's enough to likely kiss. Nobody has a decide to do that. So, I would kick him off after nobody was cooking you. When he tell people I kicked him, I pretend.
The mask! The mask! Oh my god! The mask! It's been so long! You don't know how happy I am! I've been doing this all night yesterday! Thank you! Oh my god! I'm super close to getting acid! No. Alright, so this mask I got are the 2 tails when I was grinding for 2 tails. 9 tails, happy, and now 7 tails. So now I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So next, I want to get a Polo Boy. That's at G Junes. Make sure if anybody else is at G Junes. Alright, so G-Junes, travel. I need to get a private server code for that. Yo, it's been so long since I last seen my son to the mother, to the man behind the slaughter. Did you leave home to buy me compassion to the man behind the slaughter? L-U-L-U-W minus. It's been so long since I last seen my son lost to his mother, to the land. Since I last seen his child lost to the mother.
When people looked away, I gave him an evil grin. This went on throughout the year, and he got bullied for bullying me. I'm sorry. Yo, this is so.
Somebody's here. Yeah, no, this isn't the server. This isn't the server. This isn't the server. Gang, I spawn in. I see this being Chocho, the nigga I just killed. Gang is preying on my downfall. Welcome to Shinobi Life 2. Relsies, please just drop. I need this. I kinda hate blocks fruits. I need this. I hate servers with people in them. Does this game have like 4K players at this moment? Shikai Forest, what? I want to go to Jejun's. But look at this. Yep, no, this, I swear to God, this ain't the server. I guess everybody just magically went to ground today. EA 6 2
See what you can do. See how much you can get away with. I had this one friend who was basically the weed final boss. This man had so many bodies.
Joe!
He was incredibly obese. But worst of all, played League of Legends.
Ew. Bro, okay, no. Why is it taking me to servers with people in there? I'm too broke to buy an actual private server. Like, generally, I'm broke. Okay. I'm broke. Like, I spent the last bit of my money on Five Nights. I still need to get other stuff to do my game. I really forgot all about it. Tokyo stream next week? Question mark? Why? Oh yeah, I was doing yard work. Yes sir, mowing the lawn, using the leaf blower. Yes sir. It was super hot though. Low-key wanted to cry. But it came in handy.
He doesn't know what grass is. I've tried many times to cure this man from his diseases until one day I had enough. I said if he didn't get rid of at least 15 body pills in a week, I'd do something very serious. He didn't believe me since I was the nice guy. But he was dead wrong. After that week, I snuck into his house and threw all of the 35 body pillows outside, and I set them all on fire. The fire department showed up because the fire got way too big, and still no one knows it was me. I also smashed his PC with a hammer. F League of Legends. I'm in full agreement with you. If I had a weeaboo friend, I'd do the same thing. Like, I like anime. Dang, bro. You like anime. And honestly, you did him a favor getting rid of his PC. Not only did you get rid of me, but you could have easily gotten his PC first. I mean, 35 body pillows?
Yo.
That's probable cause. We don't know what you got on that device. Okay, so one time, me and my friend spent the night at an abandoned house, and we decided to play around with a Ouija board.
Why?
We thought nothing would happen. But the minute we started to play around with it, our EMF reader went off like crazy. It went all the way to red, and we saw a cabinet fall down right next to us. And I did the smartest thing, which was getting the heck out of it. Long story short, apparently that house was built on top of a graveyard. Love your videos, by the way. Ouija board and abandoned house. You don't even gotta talk. school.
I'm back. They had a little conversation with my mother and the girl.
Flush in the toilet and flush.
Why?
After that, I put it back like nothing was wrong. I did that for months, smiling when they brushed their teeth with toilet water. I haven't told a soul. Sorry. What's wrong with y'all? These are your parents. They raised you while you were practically useless, fed you, bathed you, and you reward them with toilet bowl water and toothbrushes? You think that's right? What were they doing that was getting... We weren't dating or anything. So eventually when she asked me out, I said no. She got mad, like crazy mad. Somehow she found out where I live and threw a box over my back fence. And when I opened it, I saw a decapitated teddy bear and a note covered in red splatter, which I did not read for obvious reasons. Anyway, since she was a good student, she got all the awards or whatever. So during the assembly, I read the note in front of the whole school. They just said how she was going to murder my family or whatever. And I'm pretty sure she got sent to an insane asylum or something. I don't know. Love the vids. Alright, so this story is low-key crazy, but hear me out. I low-key think you fumbled. Hold on, now hear me. You can see this two ways. Yeah, you can see it as this girl might be crazy. She was getting jealous and a couple threats. You know, she's a typical nutcase. Or this could potentially be the love of your life. I mean, just think about it. If she's wanting to pack you up for just talking to others, imagine what she'd do for you after y'all were together.
Actually, you're right.
But I just gave you a crazy idea, bro. No pun intended. Go to whatever asylum she was admitted to and go get her back. That's your love Quinn right there. This was a few years ago when I was like 9 or 10. I was dog sitting my cousins, Oscar, and my sister and I were playing with the dog. I was pretending to be a dog, and my sister said, the real dog will pee on the floor right now.
That's crazy.
I peed on the rug as my sister watched in horror. We blamed Oscar, and my mom had to clean it up. I haven't told anyone. Yes, I'm ashamed for what I did, and I cringe each time I remember. See, I was gonna flame you, but I think you've learned your lesson, so I'm gonna let you slide. And you know, at least pat yourself on the back or the head, because you say the character. Killed my aunt's baby chicken with a rake because I felt like it. The family grilled my sociopathic food.
It's over there. Yeah.
And every time
this is Gen 1, Toto.
Man, I hope I win your PS5 offer this year from Uganda, Africa. Didn't win last year. Name's Ernest. Love your videos. Dug me through some college days and listening to you talk about stuff. Well, Ernest, after the story you just told me, you will not be winning that PS5 this year. This is my darkest secret.
Should I tell my darkest secret? Nah. Actually, I will.
Backstab you
at like 30. The 1K subscribers, I'll tell my darkest secret.
And 2 years later, she died, and we went to her funeral.
Damn.
4 years later, we got married. Okay, so by ex-best friend, you mean she backstabbed you prior to passing away, which led you to take her boyfriend in an act of revenge, right? You don't mean she was actually your best friend, and you just took her boyfriend while she was dying in the hospital. Okay, this is so messed up. I can't even defend you. Y'all at least tell her, you know, try to get the blessing or something. I mean, should you even tell her she's already done? This is so messed up. You might be a monster. I'm starting to realize it's really bad fandom within my childhood. Since I was 3 or 4, don't remember, I was in the Sonic fandom, then the FNAF fandom, then the Undertale fandom, the Sonic fandom again.
Yeah, never in my life have I been in the Undertale fandom. I'd put that 10 toes down. I mean, no. Yeah, the Undertale. I'm in the Sonic fandom, in the Financial Freddy's fandom, in any Disney XD fandom, literally. But no, for some cases, screw the fandom. They can all die in the fire. I only support it by myself, not with the fandom. I don't agree with anything on the fandom. They can all kill themselves. Most of them, the bad ones. I'm talking about the Amazing Digital Circus. I separate the art from the fandom. Trust. But yeah, I like Undertale, but I would never. Would it be my favorite game? No, honestly, no. It's good and all, but like, no. I'm sorry. It's like, at best, top 90 games for me. But, actually, I don't even know what's first. It has to be tied between Last of Us, God of War, Financial. First place is tied with everything. Last of Us, I'll never forget that. I was really going to stream Last of Us 2. No, I was going to record it. And the moment I saw Joel die, I just stopped recording. I'm not playing that game. I don't know how badly y'all convinced me. I swear to I'm not playing that game. Nobody's going to convince me to play that trash game. I would rather pay another $70, right? Just to play Last of Us again. Honest opinion. Oh my god! First try mask. Are we fucking serious? Explosive sad EKG. Well, We have 10 million. We can get the Maru spirit.
In that order. I was about to get something to the mind here, like a David fan in the farm, I'm sure. The damage those fans did to me was already done. Mainly the FNAF. They broke my interest in pieces of the content farm, and my reputation doing things to the family before. So I'm not going to be
Ew.
people are still bad fandom. Save yourself while you still can. Trust me, you'll be happy. I'm glad you got it pretty good. You are definitely right. Some of those fandoms can get crazy, especially with FNAF and my hero.
FNAF definitely could get crazy.
Man, I've seen some weird stuff. I used to talk to all the women after the I didn't know.
What?
Yeah, just keep making videos and keep. Make sure to strap down because this one is a lot. Back when I was 7 years old, I had this very weird. And I don't even see those kids across the classroom. I mean, you went to those fancy labs. And look at the bodies of the seats. You can always brag about how big it was.
No! No! No!
What happened to the bodies? Example, how they died, what they looked like, and if they were female, how big their clothes were.
What?
My dad sure pretty much yelled at him to never bring it up again. But every time we got the room, he just keep talking about it to me and my sister.
Why?
Interesting, that stuff. But everyone's got a hobby, I guess. After I turned 9, he was pretty much in contact with everyone. For a few years, no one knew what was going on and where he was.
Jail.
And my grandparents didn't call him.
What?
They gave it the selling body parts to change.
Oh my god.
Not only was his habit of liking dead bodies weird, but apparently he loved the fact that dead people can't really overcome.
What's wrong with you?
The whole family asked for it, very much watched and started tweeting at the judge saying the court was all BS. The government was a bunch of corrupt idiots. Yes, strong political beliefs. And in the end, he was given life in prison, and I haven't heard anything about him other than the fact that he bit a inmate's ear off.
Why?
Your videos keep the good work. I'm always watching it.
Gang.
I don't think your uncle was supposed to be doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not the case here. That was 75.
Is this? He's from Bleach. I forgot his name. Bleach? I don't know. I forgot.
Your sister and your dad and your grandparents had to go through it. He was telling you about it. You were too young to even understand what was going on. No, I couldn't be honest. I love your content. I rarely see black people in my country, and when I see one, I felt I really see black people. When I see one, I feel hate.
Why?
Also, see, people like this. What do you mean you just feel hatred? What? They got a different something that a black dude nature crush in the middle. That a black girl reject you.
Unless they killed like somebody, you know.
Then you just come out the room saying, oh, God, I feel like everything. You gonna hate. She understand. It's say it to their face.
Not for real. They're going to beat your ass, bro.
That's impressed with this guy. He's kind of chopped, but you know, good chop. I don't know what that means.
So just playing. Yo. Yo. Yo.
Appreciate you very much. This is for my fellas at home watching this, girls are a little bit tight. Imagine that.
Actually, that makes sense.
Better protected than both. Just know, you think she don't know?
She knows.
When I was 12, I collected my toenail in a jar for 6 months. Convinced I could grow from myself while mixed up with the right ingredients. I kept it hidden.
He put come in there. I'm already gonna call it.
a slice of ham turned green by week 3. I stirred it daily with a pencil. Whispering nonsense I believed sounded like ancient magic. It stank like rot and regret, but I was obsessed. One night, I swear it moved. I heard sloshing. When I lifted the lid, something inside hissed. I screamed and threw the whole jar out the window. My neighbor's dog ate the contents and had to be taken to the vet after vomiting black sludge all over the living room. I never told anyone what was really in that jar. To this day, I wonder what might have happened if I had kept it. I love your video about it. Drop the home.
Dang!
Or was this dude just making Kenneth from Gumbo? You know Alvin and the Chipmunks? Wait, what you mean?
Nah, yo.
She was so annoying and picky, so I put laxatives in my grandmother's juice. And I wanted her to feel sick and leave back to DR. Yeah, I revoked your Dominican status. You're no longer Dominican. It's wrong with you. You know the rules. You never disrespect abuelitas, no matter how disrespectful they are to you. Apologize to Granny, and you go back to another man if you want to be Dominican. In elementary school, I hit a black girl with a jump rope and said, "Get back to work."
Damn.
See, for every white person that still blames themselves for colonization, there's kids like this. I blame the parents. Alright, last one, then my confession. I kind of regret doing
I don't want to know how it goes.
We were kids at the top of I've never seen one before, so I was confused on what it was. I thought it was a gas tank thingy in the gas station. I heard it towards the check, and it was fascinating. So much so that I forgot about it. Oh, but suddenly the neighbor's dog barks at me and scares me. I'm a fan and I shoot. And I didn't know it got hurt, so I just kept going for a silence.
Okay, these are some pretty good M1s.
I looked over to it and instantly straight through its forehead, and I could see its skull. James witnessed the whole thing, but he hasn't told a soul. I trust James with my life. I do feel bad about this though, because sometimes I see my side and she's sad. I still talk to her though, but I feel guilty every time. Yo, this, like I read a few of these confessions. People murdering their pets, that seems to be commonplace.
What?
This one takes the cake. I don't even know what to say. I guess don't be too hard on yourself. At the same time, dang, that makes sense.
Dang, why does my PlayStation keep going? It keeps cutting black for some reason. I don't know why.
Your dog, you feel me? Hey, I really don't know. Shout out James, he's really your dog. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, my confession. But before that, it's time for a
Dang.
One time was so down bad for a girl, she came to my house and used the restroom. I went to the restroom when she finished and just laid my face on the toilet seat. You are bad at Minecraft. When I was little, I had the biggest crush on Kim possible. I asked my parents to buy me a Kim toy for Christmas, and I got it. I would literally lick it before bed. I bought the Switch 2 welcome tour. I made my friends break up so I could date one. Then I broke her arm, pushed her on a playground. I do not want to tell anybody this, but since you asked, I must tell you that I am the Riddler. I love you, Derek. My friend once told me he beat it to a girl good motion.
What?
I smashed in the head by a chair in school.
Bro, why is my PlayStation cutting black? This stuff's gonna kill me.
So, I've been very open to you guys about things related. Y'all know where I'm from, things I like watching, stuff I'm allergic to. I mean, I talk to some of y'all every day on Discord and jump through that. But it's important to the confession. On that Discord, I treat all of y'all dedicated to 30 minutes, 30 seconds of your time. Me something that means the world to me. But there is one issue with that. One thing you guys don't seem to notice when looking at my PFP, something that might change the way you guys look at me forever. Probably. And that is my hair is straight. I know. I don't have an afro or twist or dreads or curly hair at all. But sometimes, even if your parents are both naturally curly haired, that Spanish colonizer Christopher Columbus blood comes through and creates Dominicans like me, the racially ambiguous ones. I've been called everything in the book: Asian and black, Arab and black, Indian and black, Moroccan. I've even been called exotic.
Damn.
Or Dominican lady telling me I have a welcome back to one of some movies I thought. But that video was a majority movies and big fights. What would happen if I let y'all pick? That's exactly what we do expect. Today, once again, I'll be going. But this time, these are movies sent by you guys. We gonna start with these are, you know.
Does this guy have the Renegun?
Especially the disturbing ones. They got disturbing.
I thought he had the Renegun.
This one was sent by Cam from the Discord server last video. Was good, Cam. And I spoke about it a bit last time. About these name barriers, about graduating college and not wanting to and then accidentally discovers that humans consume and use life. And so he decides to sue the entire human race. Don't know how that makes sense, but you know, it's people. There's they didn't say nothing. That's probably the most relatable. But what I don't even know what.
Roblox predator tries to run away. I bet. Let's look.
Sign after a man in Fresno was caught trying to lure who he believed was a 13-year-old girl.
I heard 13. A YouTuber? A YouTuber's a pedophile? Why? Why is Gubby's a pedophile? What?
Sophie is a regular girl. She goes to school, lives in a loving home, and is surrounded by friends and family who care very much about her. There's nothing unusual about her life. When most kids her age, she spends a lot of time online. Her parents didn't grow up with the internet, so they don't fully understand what's out there. So her favorite, of course, is Roblox.
Not surprised.
For about a year, she plays some of the most popular games. Everything is I can't show you what this ad is.
I'm scared.
Promoting something called the Roblox Condo.
No! This is a kids game, by the way. Kids game, by the way, people. Kids game, by the way. Kids games.
Sophie, being a young girl, joins out of curiosity.
Why?
She started using this platform because Roblox recommended it. Not only that, Roblox partnered with this site. What could possibly?
Roblox, we partnering with pedophiles? I mean, well, actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, never mind. Hello, female.
And by the end of
Bro, just look at this nigga's profile picture. It's the same from that one game where you're in the hotel and you have to make sure no very evil people come and you have to kick them out, go around the hotel, make sure nobody dies. That game, basically. I forgot the name, but I saw Fusion's game to play it.
Excellent. What I just told you isn't simply that story. It's based on a real email I got from you guys. The only part that isn't true is the name. Sophie is actually a decoy account you run in this.
Oh, I bet. What?
And it all makes you question why Roblox would want anything to do with type of behavior. The reason why.
Oh, wait, no, for real, Roblox. How are we going to sue YouTubers for $1 million but not do anything about the safety of kids? Roblox is very confusing. We're out here suing people, YouTubers, for like what? $1 million instead of expanding the safety features of your own app. What? This is just the many things I don't understand with Roblox. It's just Roblox. Lock in. What are you doing? It kind of looks like Gojo from right here. Super Senior Gojo. Okay, over here. The dark truth about 99. That's a game I want to record really badly. I don't want any spoilers. 99 Nights in a Forest. I'm going to record that game, and it's going to be freaking fun. So, no spoilers. I need to get level 5. This enemy must be banning me. She's a minor. YXL, what you got for me today?
Is that the scent of hope?
Old Spice superhero. Old Spice superhero deodorant.
all over.
These the thing she poops on, gang. Lock in. What are we doing?
Dropped out of college when he literally had all of his credits to graduate. He just decided to never go to graduate.
Why?
Let me this man graduated from some then I respect it, but still, bro, you could have gotten a degree.
Situation because he realized life experience is way more important to him than a diploma. So he just
To get a diploma, though.
Exactly.
Telling yourself drugs are more important. What's the correlation?
Yo, I might gotta steal that.
He's a 25-year-old on his way to his new part-time job. This person in this yellow car starts edging him and acting like they're about to hit him from the back. My man eventually
Do you not describe that scene any more different? I don't know, maybe like he was getting more like, hello?
just crashed forever if you don't subscribe right now. Someone left the car. It's a lady. I can't show it on YouTube, but to break it down simply, his first words are boing, boing.
What?
The anime looks like it's got to be like 80s or 90s. It probably took them a good hour to make all these sound effects.
Put two and two together. My man straight up in a trance from her beauty. Also, she's all like, bro, are you alright?
Gang, this outfit sucks. That outfit sucks.
Good. Now, she just give this man a water. Something again. He tells him it's for his medical bill and the bike repair fee. Like, he's like,
I'm taking that. Gang, I'm taking that.
She said, one thing happens again. She said,
Yeah, then I can't watch it.
Cinema, between two amazing
Exactly.
If you go through it, please make it.
says, don't touch me with your filthy peasant hands. And he writes what had just happened in a notebook. What's the notebook, you might ask? Well, this guy writes every single
Nigga! If this isn't tuning, I don't know what is.
The bike repairman explains that the repair will be cheap because the bike wasn't damaged that bad, which makes Kentaro feel bad because he just got damaged. About the experience. Like, that's too Mirage because his part-time job. He instantly notices the smell at his new
biggest job.
Smells amazing because he's the only guy working there. One of the workers introduces him to the president of the company. That scary lady is our president. It's the same bitch that made him crap.
Scary lady? Scary where? Bro, I mean, in a workplace where it's just all women. I mean,
why?
Because, you know, you're the only man working there, but ain't no issue with this.
Not sure. It takes about 1 second. She stares at his soul.
Dang, Gihan Oscar.
My man starts cleaning the toilets. For like 2 seconds of cleaning the toilets, his ADHD brain makes him lose focus and think about how he studied computers hard for this job. And this is making him clean toilets. But 2 seconds later, he just starts glazing her in his head. He's thinking about how beautiful she is, how smart she is, how he would like to be her sex slave.
What?
Smart, no one else would think of it.
So let me get this straight. This whole job, not based off what you were gonna do, not how much you were getting paid, not whether you like the job or not. And for the lady, honestly, that's genius.
Look,
I
tell again.
Wait, my beautiful majesty sits here and her ass is on these seats. No, you shouldn't think about that.
What?
Starts rubbing his face all over her toilet seat. Then presses the bidet button and I'll shut the door and stuff.
All about how naughty her majesty's giving me a go. Nigga's drinking it.
And you would expect her to.
No, bro, no, that different levels of down bad. You're taking her close. That's right. Ban this anime, ban the people who are the VAs, ban the animators, ban everyone.
Whoever makes this anime, just, I know they get no bit in.
Instead, do some kind of pervert or something, and he's so scared. Thinking he's about to be fired. She's just about to fire him, but my man starts crashing out with pure passion, seeing how he loves computers and how he studied every single day just for this job, and begs her to
The lies! The lies!
And definitely not the computers on her chest. Your eyes are a different type of
Motherboard.
The time has finally come where he can show off his computer skills. Oh yeah, by the way, he was so bored that he wrote down a keyboard on a piece of paper and pretended to type on it. If that's not pure dedication, I don't know what is.
Damn!
The whole office all shows up to see my man cook, and he's pure confidence. Then he turns the computer on and is like, what the f is this? Then they all start laughing at him for not knowing anything about it. So he starts chasing the girl.
In front of the women too.
Nah, find the husband. I gotta unlock some type of. See, look. When the. I be one of them days. At the hush. Yeah, I gotta show time off. I see anything I don't know, my brain just automatically adapts to it, and I somehow know. Like, I literally don't know how I know it. It's just like, you know it now. Do your thing. What?
Girls begging them to teach him, and the boss goes out, "You're fired," because he has no knowledge on computers. And he's like, "Wait, maybe not today, but a huge sun may rise tomorrow. I'll do anything, no matter how hard it is. You don't even have to pay me." Then she's like, "Fine, Brad, do whatever you want."
Oh, I don't know about all that.
To learn more about them, and realizes he loves this job because there's so many women around him.
Listen.
My boy's really in grind mode. He starts watching the computers just to learn more. Then something happens that happens in all of these old animes.
What?
Please don't worry. Our company has never broken a delivery day.
Bro, what do you mean she's so fluent?
That is not English.
Anyways, he starts cleaning the windows, and she asks if he's scared to be up that high, which he replies, "Nah, I've already had a window cleaning job."
I'm thinking the fact that there's someone that wanted to make a show like this going into animated, like, let me think of a good plot.
Who's trying to log into my PlayStation? Somebody tell me to log in.
We need to see their computer drive. I'm pretty sure there's crazy things on it.
This before, and you can just tell how she's acting towards him now that she's starting to kind of like him. He starts saying boing boing again, and you can probably guess why. Then my boy starts cleaning the girl's locker room and starts singing and dancing, and slips and gives himself a concussion like a But in the middle of stuff falling on his head, a bag full of bras falls on his head, so he puts it on, being the weirdo. Since he puts it on, girls start coming into the locker room, so he has to think quick, so he just goes into one of the lockers. And my man is so scared, he starts praying to God that he doesn't get caught right now. And they start undressing, so my man just spies on them and draws them like a creep. When they
Nigga.
You would try? It wasn't enough to just feature your hands on it, you had to try it. I feel like you're studying everything but the important parts.
Exactly.
I'm just like,
decides to turn everything in the office off, and he notices one of the computers are on, so he turns it off. 2 seconds later, the president comes in and screams, and she asks, who the f just turned off this computer? And this guy thinks that she will love him for turning everything in the office off, and just being overall so thoughtful. But this bitch punches him in the face and says there was a program on the computer that I've been making for 3 months. 2 days in a week. And this man really says, do you have any notes? I write all of mine in this notebook. Then she grabs that and rips it to shreds. Then she says, I thought you had potential, but I guess I was wrong. And he's all like, please don't lose confidence in me. I'll do anything on his knees. If you want me to even lick your shoes, I'll do it. If you want me to even wipe your ass, I'll do it.
What?
You're in the most down bad ways. I doubt this is the last time you would enjoy it. You're saying these things because you know you enjoy it.
Exactly.
Your whole company can fail, and the only thing you can think of is your butt. This man is amazing. He's probably the greatest anime character I've ever seen. Better than Gojo, all of them.
Honestly, Gojo's valid.
About money after that stun you pulled for
And
him
Jinwoo.
again. And he's like, I already spent it all. And she's like, worthless man.
Damn. And the only way to even punish him besides firing him, damn, this freaks on her spit into the bottle. I don't know process it right now. How do you even come up with this?
That's the end of the week, and the whole office is scrambling to try to make a new software as fast as they can. But one of the workers notices the hard drive Kentaro dropped off has the program that was just deleted. At first, the president is happy. Then she thinks Kentaro purposely unplugged the computer to mess with her. But quickly, they realize it's not the same program at all, and a completely new one that is much better than the original. So this man learned all of this just by picking up things here and there from the girl. Then she's all like, you said he's right out front, right? Let me get to the bottom of this. And she starts running outside. When she gets outside, she runs into the bike repairman from earlier. And the bike repairman and his wife tell him that Kentaro just gave them 1 million yen to escape their troubles with the Yakuza. So Boing Boing just starts running, driving anywhere she can to find Kentaro. But it comes to Kentaro, and he's already riding off to a new city to look for a new job. Episode 2 starts, and my boy Kentaro already found a new...
That was episode 1? That was
What?
the whole season.
what, 20 minutes. Give him a raise.
New job at the mayor's campaign office, and explains that the mayor is extremely corrupt and partakes in election fraud. I mean, they wouldn't even let this poor old man take a day off to take care of his sick kid. But luckily, Kentaro overheard what he said and said he would fill in for him. Kentaro mainly did this because, see, the mayor has a kid and she's in high school.
God!
Next, the animes, the main character is a for some reason.
Okay, you lost me there.
Dang.
That people felt. Even back then, you're telling me they were down bad this much to the point that there were Preds. Yo, R. Kelly would have loved this.
I don't know why the Yakuza members that's working for the mayor over
Wait, R. Kelly was a pedophile? I did not know that. I only know that he used to feed people's mouth.
A classmate stole one of her panties, and it said that they tied concrete to his ankles and threw him to the bottom of the swamp. So it cuts to my...
You know what? That's not even ridiculous. He deserves that.
boy in the mayor's mansion, hyped to see the mayor's daughter. And the first thing he does is go wash the toilet again. Oh no, you already know this is gonna end badly. The beautiful angel sits here. Bro,
Dang, a child.
Again, just like last episode. And what happens? Bro, the mayor's daughter catches him just like the last girl. She doesn't even act shocked at all. She's actually being very kind for some reason. She tells him to dry his face in her room as she holds his hand.
Bro, this is literally, like, you're getting arrested for this.
And it takes...
That's their plan. So arrest them. Smart. I love it.
If only my hands were my dick. Yeah, no, this guy's a fucking certified predator. Anyways, when they get...
Team Logic IT helps companies stay safe.
Yo,
maximize
what was the age concern back in Japan? I would let you know now. Actually, I'm going to search that up in a minute.
He doesn't to dry himself on show how messed up he really is. I'll just let the clip play.
This is the Angel's room. This is where Angel and gotta spend their time every day.
You could never be hearing the words high school out of the mouth of a 20. He says he smells something wonderful and turns around and notices that she's undressing just 3 meters behind me.
Why?
Let's get this man in prison. Mayor, you better execute him on the spot. I better see a grenade in his mouth. Something gotta be done. You went from being in a position of being rich and seeing a 5-year-old with a racing car to a minor? Yo.
Exposing your bare skin. I want to have eyes in the back of my head. Bro, he's so down bad for this high schooler. I swear he wasn't this excited. Last episode from the Boing Boing.
Swear!
No, that was him actually mind from excitement. He thinks that the reason that she's changing clothes in front of him is because she's been sheltered her whole life in a good environment, so she doesn't understand how men look at women. But it cuts to her and she has this evil grin on her face and thinks to herself that he's just another pervert like the rest of the workers that her dad has hired in the past.
And he is.
She starts trolling him and tries to touch his face to make him nervous, and notices that he has a book. Blind man Kentaro is shy, so he quickly runs away, and she thinks to herself that she's gonna start teasing him every single day from now on.
Why?
The mayor's daughter walking home from school, and her friend says,
And it's insane the fact that he wants her knowing what could be done to him. Like, you could potentially die, and you wouldn't make this your mission.
"You've been awfully happy lately." And she's like, "Nah, I'm just chilling." But her friend knows something's up and thinks it's a new boy that she likes or something. But she's like, "Nah, I could never." Then her friend sees her staring at Kentaro across the street and immediately knows what's up. You already know. She f***ed with my boy Kentaro. She crosses the street and turns on her evil fake act again.
I think it gets deeper than just the plot.
Yo, look, here's the thing. They're secretly doing this so they can arrest him and kill him. Top tip. Pure cinema. He's going to jail. Simple as that. He's going to jail.
The fact that you guys drew high schoolers in this way is actually pretty bad.
Sorry.
Pretty actually not bad at that.
And suddenly she falls. Thinks to herself that she did it on purpose at the right evil so he would grab her tickets. My man's freaking out as hell. But then she puts his hand on her ass, and he starts freaking out even more. And thinks to himself that she's not wearing any panties either. Okay, now, what has this anime turned into at this point? Let me just play this.
Ref, hello? I'm grabbing them by their back. Oh god, it's high! Yo! My door was open. Open. Imagine my father and my mother came in at the wrong time and just saw that.
Oh my god! What do you mean you're about to come? She's like 15!
What? No way he said that. I gotta check again. I gotta check. He did say that! Nigga.
She's like 15. Finally, this weird shit is over, and she hands him what seems to be a love letter. Then she starts running off really fast, giggling. And bro, the show even had to censor that shit because she was not wearing panties, bro. Then it cuts to later, and Kintaro together, and she starts explaining it's really embarrassing, but she wants him to teach her something. And he instincts sex.
What?
But in reality, it was just mad.
Thank you, W.
The whole time. He says she learned a lot, and he says, damn, I can teach you every day, you know. And she agrees. The show explains that during the day, he works for the mayor's campaign.
You can't get past the she's a minor. Like, there's no way y'all have made a whole episode, whole plot line for a dude with a minor.
Exactly.
Around how this is okay for any animated phenomenon.
If he was 18, I probably could have understood since he's 17.
Teasing him some more, and she says, "You want to smash me so badly, I know they always do, but you're here so I can mess with you forever." Damn, this is evil. I mean, I'm not gonna say this guy doesn't deserve it because, bro, she's underage. Anyways, she sees my boy Kintaro's notebook and wonders what he's always writing in it, and thinks that he's probably writing about her. So she pretends to be dizzy and falls on for a second, just so she can steal his notebook. Then she tells him that she's feeling sick and she wants to stop the tutoring session early. When Kintaro leaves, she opens the notebook and she sees my boy Kintaro saw through her act the whole time.
Damn. No, he's not to go because he's a fucking pedophile.
Being down bad. You're telling me you're a genius, you're the Sherlock Holmes of knowing when a girl wants you or not. I don't think that's something special.
He's writing stuff like, she's just a poor little girl trying to tease me. She has a father complex, and she's just trying to get even with her father. So she starts crashing out, bro. She's insanely mad that she's the one that got played and not him. It cuts to the next day, and everyone is happy because the mayor just won the election. But bro, Kintaro is not happy because my boy thinks he lost his notebook for good and starts looking everywhere for it. And when it's time to tutor the mayor's daughter, he asks if she's seen his notebook. And she says, nah bro, I wouldn't know. He grabs a pair of scissors and then calmly starts cutting up her clothes in front of Kintaro.
Why?
To grab the scissors. Then this bitch just starts screaming like she's getting her. Then the mayor and his as fast as they can. Then this evil bitch smirks and says, come on, make excuses like all the rest of them.
Damn.
Oh, so how many times did she do this? What the fuck? But instead this man goes in for the kiss and says, fall in love with your daughter. So the mayor starts making all of his men jump him. And she's just standing there wondering why he didn't make any excuses and wonders if he was trying to protect her or something. And is brought to tears, wondering how he
felt. That's a minor.
Finally makes her father's men stop beating his ass and tells him that it was all her fault and she's very
That's a minor.
I don't care what he did.
That's a minor.
Everyone, and that is his way out of the scene.
Cuts to him driving off to a new job and thinking to himself that he learned a lot there. But he sees something. It's the mayor's daughter in the middle of the street with his notebook.
That's a minor.
And apologizes again for him getting beaten up and says, when your wounds heal, if you still don't hate me, please come back and take my virginity. And it cuts to him. He respects him because he didn't make any excuses and that he needs men like him working for him. Cuts to his daughter and thinks to herself that all because of Kintaro, she won't allow herself to live in her father's shadow any longer.
Say what you want, but this anime is actually terrible.
This anime sucks. I'd rather watch a Jinwoo compilation of him aura farming. I'm just saying, it's so trash. It's so like that. Generally made me want. Never mind. Chat's last day of school confession. I got robbed by a girl. Diabolical Wyatt. Sala locking. What are we doing? Sala locking. When Gen Z, you can't convince me. Oh, Pat God video.
No, there's
I hate Pat God.
reason why Pat is on the internet because he was 5'1". If you actually think he's gonna do anything in the fight, you're mistaken.
He ain't doing nothing.
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty funny. So as I was saying before, the internet started making fun of Pat God's fan base. Tons of videos and TikToks dedicated to clowning them for thinking Pat God was actually good. And low-key, they kind of deserved it because the way this fan base acts, they started to rival Dream's fans.
Literally.
Like there's no way they genuinely thought his roasts were good. You can't even understand.
And if you're gonna roast someone that much and make it your whole image, bro, you better look like Channing Tatum, bro. You better have like a physique. It better be insane. Like you got, when people look at you, they gotta like froth at the mouth, like they gotta kind of be drooling. But if you look ugly, if you somewhat imitate Davo, you can't.
And an ongoing meme is noise.
All I heard was Ice Spice.
Sounds like a PlayStation chat where people are getting mad at each other.
All I hear is skibbity.
But yeah, his fan base couldn't even defend.
Did he say Aaron Yeager?
As the Packard fan base, lots of people wanted to be a part of it. It's like the equivalent of having the cheese touch from the diary of a woman kid. Nobody wants to be associated with it. And when you pair this with the ongoing memes that started to be made about Packard, you get the result of your fan base turning on you. Because when you have a fan base created from literally making fun of people, why do you think you would be exempt?
Exactly, like they're gonna come back at you, and on top of all of that, I just feel like it's one problem for having the ability to just start acting fast.
Like, makes sense.
And now, granted, he can say the things at the same speed, but actually say things that are relevant, he would be amazing.
You're one. Like on that, you're a fat blubber whale on the beach. You're not. Your carcass on the beach.
I have a straight face.
You got
I heard you were 5'1".
You're horribly mistaken.
Somebody said he was 5'1". Is that true?
No.
More power than anything you've ever said.
No, I already told you.
What the f? After this clip dropped, Packard, because not only did people not find him funny anymore, he was allegedly 5'1".
There is a Reddit thread about this. Like anyone that would actually play me, the last person that you're going to be is low tier god. That man is literally 121k in debt. I heard he's a terrible node. Let me be roasted by anyone else. I'd rather be roasted by like Tree than some goddamn low tier god.
Which in internet culture makes him lame. Tons of people clipped it and shared it all over the internet, and many regard this interaction as the downfall of his career. And I just want to emphasize, time on screen. I heard you were 5'1", bro.
Not 5'1". I'm not. Should I pull out my driver's license and take a picture and show you where it says my height? Show us your dumb license. Okay, let me go get my license. I'll go get it. I want you to show this to the whole stream, because I need to clear this up once and for all. Okay, so it says
5'10".
Technically speaking, that could be anybody's driver's license.
Exactly.
Unless the height is like facial identity, but come on, though. Come on.
5'10".
Thank you. Why would you be that defensive if you know you're actually tall?
However, even though he proved that he wasn't actually 5'1", once the internet runs with the narrative, that's pretty much it. Especially when your fan base is a bunch of middle schoolers. Tons of people started clipping the original argument he had with Low Tier God, as well as his other videos.
Yo, I need a way to make more money. I'm gonna go fight the other nigger.
Nothing
Cho-Cho.
positive shows up. It's all just clowning him and making fun of him.
Oh my Melvin, are you seriously listening to Packard rap again? Stop being such a hater. I'm standing right here.
That's the problem with Packard audience, bro. They think Packard, like, once you get back, like, your career is like done. Like, oh my goodness, like, no one can watch you anymore. Your life is over.
No.
He has the equivalent of middle school, high school roast. There's nothing crazy, bro. Nothing to make you feel insecure about yourself.
Yo, these memes are so stupid, and I just feel so bad for him. Because he's just like the biggest laughing stock on the internet. Like, the memes just don't stop.
And I'm thinking, like, now that it's like, will he still do editing content? Because I feel like if he ever live streams it or does something, everyone's going to be like, bro, aren't you 5'1"? That's literally going to be the notorious comeback.
I'm trying to call back.
Like this wasn't like a grenade threat.
God, I love TikTok. In all seriousness, these memes are hilarious. Like, I was actually crying laughing because they just don't stop. There's a never-ending supply of people just people making memes on Packard is that they all used to be fans of his. Even when just clicking on random videos of his with captions like "Packard is so buns," The person who posted this even admits that they used to watch it 2 years ago and thought he was good.
Remember when I first saw Pentagon roasting people that I like, or other class creators that I watch? I'm not gonna lie, in my head I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, oh, he's getting on them. At first I was like, this is entertaining. But then slowly you start realizing the substance of what he's saying, and you're like, wait, he's not really saying anything crazy.
And when you start reading the reply to comments like these, you realize just how many of these people used to be Pac God fans and now watch hate videos. As time goes on, the hate only gets worse. Because not that long ago, a YouTuber by the name of Fire posted a viral video titled Pac God, the Lord of Porn.
Head thing he's really good at, apart from overloading my brain with funny humor, is disguising the fact that what you're really seeing when you consume content from the Pac God channel is a recording of a Discord call. And when you cut out the edits, it's extremely awkward. Are you
Oh, hell no. For someone else's POV, this just sounds terrible. You're Steven 9.
Alright, yeah, why did I used to watch this dude again?
In high school, people will stop roast just because whatever someone said was terrible. Like, if you have no one laughing for one roast, like, dang, it's over with. GG's.
And although this video made great points and I found it very entertaining, all it did for Pac God was multiply the hate and reignite new ones. And even though he eventually made a response video to videos like Blaze Fires or others criticizing him, which I thought was pretty good, there is just not much left for him to salvage. People's mind.
Alright, I don't like this style. Let me go get the other one back.
Change it, unless he tried to completely change his main content. That. But the views aren't working out. I mean, if you go from averaging 2 to 4 million views a video, 100K seems like nothing.
And people love when this man roasts girls, bro. I'm not gonna lie, you should just continue to act it and try to run up the biggest bag now. Because I feel like now, if you try to roast girls, you're already cooked. People are gonna be like, oh, this is corny.
This is just his second channel. I haven't even addressed the main channel and all the negativity that's on there. Because if you go on any of his videos now and click latest comments, there's quite literally nothing but hate from comments calling people.
Wrong man, by the way.
Man, I'm gonna just like literally I'm gonna just reevaluate myself.
Damn.
Still saying the 5-1 me. And with all this going on, I just don't see a viable way for Pac God to actually save his reputation. Because to kids, being a Pac God fan in 2025 is embarrassing.
Literally. Some kids in my class were watching Pac God. I feel like Pac God is like the red pill for like middle high schoolers, you know? It's like they're Andrew Tate, like, yeah, get them.
Yeah, I have no solutions. I just think it's over. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below if Pac God can actually save his reputation.
No. He's still. I don't know how I used to find it funny.
Make sure to subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Like, let's go.
Okay, let's see what else we're gonna watch. The world's most authentic presidents, the most poorly aged. The mom who dates killers.
Because he hurt a fly.
This murderer that she's defending killed a 19-year-old girl and a 13-year-old girl.
Why?
Was someone who killed a 13-year-old? The most hated mom on TikTok.
Jeez, not bad.
You just feel it? Why?
Why? A mom telling me why after I say I grew up, I'm probably gonna leave the house.
No, bro, I'm running away. I'm glad I don't have a mother like that. I'm truly grateful for my parents.
You're lying.
How would they be lost?
What's the new one? It smell like Nuna. What did that mean?
That's crazy.
Calling CPS. Say this, you throw a smell like that. I'm not gonna ask you to comfort me anymore.
Exactly. If anything, I'm going to run away.
Shindo. She do not care.
Oh, damn it, Nunu.
Moms, they're the ones who
She's more upset about the simple fact that the music is gone than actually helping out her daughter.
protect, nurture, and guide their kids through life. They're the ones who put their kids' well-being before anything else. But what happens when a mom doesn't do that so much? Well, today we're going to be finding out. Today we're looking at one of the worst moms I think I've ever come across on TikTok, who goes by the name Ash Trevino. Now, I actually had a friend that told me about Ash Trevino, and after she told me about who this person was, I decided to look her up, and holy shit, I understand why a lot of people are talking about her now. But yeah, basically she's a mom on TikTok, and most of what her content consists of is going on to TikTok Live to completely embarrass herself.
Okay?
Okay, so I'll be the one to the daddy.
What?
I've already seen his BB, and he's already seen my Nunu.
What?
35-year-old mom, by the way. So as you can see, this mom is beyond cringe. I really do feel bad for the kids in this situation. But yeah, Ash's live streams are honestly hard to watch. It's just nonstop chaos, arguing over
35-year-old lady saying Nunu. I swear to God, let me find out my mother is talking about seeing other men's penises. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
Charlotte, I don't think you can say that.
Be broadcasted to thousands of random people on the internet. But I guess she has nothing better to do with her time, so live and does whatever. Sometimes she'll just randomly go live while she's at the club.
Why? Nobody don't want to see that.
Are those armpits or is that just a shadow? Genuinely can't tell.
Ew.
Nobody's catching that. I'm sorry. If I see you in the club, I'm running away. I feel like there's a certain age that you reach that I look at you and I'm like, why are you still in the club? Go feed your children.
Sometimes she'll randomly go live while she's hanging out with her much
I am super duper sorry, chat. I had to have a debate with my father and my mother about something. But we are back. We are back. We are back. Hey.
Friend?
And for awards for getting it right, I got some Reese's. King size.
Are the tacos good, bro? Are they in Southern America?
She's getting deep down.
How do you forget?
Imagine you see your mother going out with a dude similar age to you. I genuinely cry, bro. Ew, and bro,
Oh,
how much did she
I will
pay
kill
for you to do this? Like, she gotta ask for the secret dirt on you. Did you send her some pee pics, some shit?
So she's a pedophile.
Sometimes she'll just go live to show off her curves.
Do you want to see what I'm wearing? Okay. This is the one that I bought on TikTok shop.
We do not care about your curves.
You know what? I want to thank you for editing this video this way because I seen her saggy ass just pick up her shirt. Nobody's trying to see that ass. Okay, maybe, but no, I'm trolling. No one is trying to see that.
She's really setting just about the worst example for her kids. Also,
Yeah, no, I'm really thinking about it. How do you think your daughter's
Be right back.
a little bit of context for this clip right here. She was drunk dancing at the club while her kids were left unattended at the crib. Let that sink in. This
Oh, they're minors too. You ain't even get a babysitter?
mom is not a responsible one by any means. She just seems to not care about her kids all that much. And I think she's just flat out neglectful. But I'll get into all of that a little bit later. For now, I want to talk about how creepy she is. So basically, after she got a bunch of relevancy on TikTok and she blew up for being a meme, she started getting involved with a guy named Santos. And one interesting fact about Santos
He
is
looks like he's in the
that
cartel.
19 years old. Now,
Damn.
the crazy part about all of this is that they started dating, which is gross. And eventually after that, they started doing TikTok lives together, bragging to the
He's 100% using her. She's probably like super popping on TikTok. He's using her. You can't
For sure.
world about their relationship.
Don't hate on this duo right here. Don't hate on this.
No, for real, do it. It's not funny.
It gotta be a joke. It gotta be a troll, right?
What I have charging?
It gotta be a troll.
You don't need that when you have me.
She just pull out a roast wood. Armai, sweetie, I know it's late at night. Did she just pull out a roast wood? Arrest her. Bars immediately.
Oh, what?
You don't need that when you have me.
What? Yo, oh my god.
Armai, sweetie, I know it's late at night. Did she just pull out a roast?
TikTok,
Arrest her.
she should be banned.
Bars immediately. Arrest her ass.
This whole thing is just gross. Like, what business does a grown mother with 2 kids have dating a 19-year-old that's barely out of high school? Like, the age gap
Yeah, that's true. He literally just left high school.
alone is weird. But what makes this even worse is that this is a mom with 2 children who are around the same
If my mom
age.
did this, I just generally sit down and have to talk to her and be real.
Disgusts me
Why?
that she's out here entertaining a relationship with a teenager on TikTok Live.
TikTok
Like it's
Live, by
some
the
type
way.
of flex. This is creepy behavior. And I don't want to be that guy, but like, bro, listen. Imagine if the roles were reversed. Imagine if it was a
Oh yeah, that'd be worse.
Would have been canceled, blocked, deleted. You wouldn't even have a job.
little girl and a 35-year-old dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just bad. And let's just be real. There's a huge power imbalance here. A 19-year-old barely has any life experience. Meanwhile, Ash Trevino, on the other hand, has been through relationships. She's had kids. She's lived a whole adult life. It's not the same as 2 young people dating. This is something else. This is weird. And it's just flat out embarrassing.
You wear those when
Imagine a daughter seeing him, bro. That's basically your stepdad.
Yo, I need a life update on this family.
no.
Please, no mask.
Anyways, other than her being a creep who hooks up with 19-year-olds, she's also really dumb. Obviously, you guys already know that by now, but I don't think you get what I mean. This mom is really dumb, like next level stupid. She pretty much has this nickname that people on TikTok gave her. People call her the inmate hopper, which is exactly what it.
Did you see in this video you were so
She
lucky?
did
You guys thought I was giving
what?
away 80 free polls and a self-selectable free 5-star.
Sounds like she jumps from one incarcerated guy to the next, like she's playing musical chairs.
Why?
What do you mean? Your mom is out here bringing inmates home. Niggas that actually went to jail for committing crimes. You feel safe bringing your daughter from people who have convicted felonies? Murderers. Is this what we're doing now? They need to call CPS immediately.
Shit. And yeah, this is a hobby of hers. It's not just a one-time thing. This is literally her thing.
So did she just like the collect calls? Did she spend like $1 for every call?
I haven't talked to you in how many months?
As I said earlier, this
And she's death's love.
is her thing. She actively seeks out relationships with men who are locked up, brags about it online, and somehow acts like it's totally normal. She's actually said in the past that she's been with 26 inmates throughout her past, which...
Blocking.
You let the whole cell block hit. You let the whole prison cell hit. What? That's crazy. You have daughters and you're going to inmates home with criminal charges.
Which is just a crazy number. And I don't know if she looks at these inmates like they're some type of trophy or weird status symbol, but she'll hype them up and even defend them when they're guilty. She actually defended a convicted murderer. Like, she full-on went out of her way to justify and support someone who literally took another person's life.
Guys, he's innocent, and I don't care what y'all say, what y'all think, he's innocent. And y'all are gonna see that. And when he becomes...
This ass nigga is not innocent.
He's not innocent, he's done, this and that. Oh, his charges, the reason he's in jail is because he hurt a fly.
Imagine being the victim's family and you're seeing this, and you see this lady describe your loved one as a fly, on backhanding the hell at her. Wait, you're 13-year-olds!
What?
So you should never hurt a fly.
What's ironic about this clip is that she's defending a murderer who literally had his DNA at the murder scene. So there's like no way he didn't do that shit. His own DNA was found at the murder scene. Undeniable evidence that he really did kill those people. Yet she's over here on TikTok Live talking about how he did it. And this is just a slap in the face to the victims and the family of the victim.
15 and 13? Why are people giving her a platform? She's a weirdo.
And for those who are curious about more details of the case, this murderer that she's defending killed a 19-year-old girl and a 13-year-old girl.
Bruh.
I hate the internet. Some of y'all be giving platforms to the worst people.
Like, this is the worst.
13. Oh, bro, I swear to God. Let me hear her describe someone that I know that got murdered as a 13-year-old. As a fly.
I'll kill her.
I'm probably going to be the next one going to jail.
Type of human to ever exist, and she's just over here casually defending him like he's innocent. And this is actually a perfect segue into my next point, which is Ash Trevino is dumb as hell. Like, I'm unsure if this lady has a single working brain cell. She's just completely brain dead. And she also went on TikTok Live recently to defend, get ready, Diddy.
What?
I feel like
Diddy?
that's the cherry on the top. That's very on character for the type of shit she be doing.
To be with P. Diddy, I will. To be with whoever I want to be with. Because he's innocent as well.
You're a fucking idiot. Yeah, Diddy. The same guy drowning in allegations right now. The same guy that everybody in the world is side-eyeing right now.
The same guy we're making memes of. Let Diddy fighting me.
It's actually insane watching someone this stupid get this famous. But other than her being completely stupid, she's also a little bit racist, which kind of makes sense because stupidity and racism sort of go hand in hand.
I remember how that black at the unit visiting him. Somebody please take this black. Oh.
Beware anyone that ever puts emphasis on any skin color. Black. Because you'd be the last person to be racist. How are you racist and blue? Like, it's a double whammy right there. Like, you gotta choose your struggle. So you gave you a lot of struggles. You're also a cancer cell. Nobody wants you.
Yeah.
Said that. He's stupid. Like, I got what I can do.
Bro.
You black horse mouth.
Bro.
Literally, because if you hurt my skin back, I guarantee you I'll kick your ass.
Aren't you the one who's
So yeah, as you can see, she clearly has an urge against black people for some reason. But honestly, that's just one of the many ways she proves that she's a terrible person. And on top of her being straight up
please let it be the mask. I want to be done.
Stupid and just flat out racist.
The weapon!
A straight up neglectful parent. Like, it's bad.
I'm ready.
How much is it? Probably like 10 million as well. 4 million? 6,000 times. Oh, yeah, I gotta have my mode on for that. That best to have like 3,000. Oh yeah.
This is a long minute. He's
She would much rather be on a TikTok live game with a random person that she's duetting with, rather than pick up her own kids. This is insanely neglectful. She actually opened up about how she neglects her daughters, and she talked about this on a TikTok live stream, which is really no surprise. And during this explanation, she says that she would intentionally avoid her own kids just because she had a parent of her own that would look over them, aka the kids' grandparents. So
W grandmama, W grandmama and papa,
and uncaring of a parent.
You are back.
I used to think they didn't need me because they had my parents. Literally, that's how I was.
Why wouldn't you think your kid wants their blood-related mother? Who doesn't want their mother? I'm telling y'all right now, she got dropped as a baby. She's definitely got to be the product of child neglect.
Thinking, you guys, when y'all would see me go out drinking, partying, having fun, I was like, they don't need me. They don't even care about me. Like, they don't even talk to me. Like, you know, they want my parents. Okay. So I would leave. She's like, I'm not losing you. I've already lost my dad, Mom. So back to the skies. It's been opening up my eyes.
I'm back.
A lot more that them little girls literally need.
I still look a little close. How dumb your actions have been. How are you going to hear your child say something as sentimental as that and still be doing the dumb shit you're doing?
So you hear her say or acknowledge that her own kids need her. So after this moment, I guess she finally decided.
So she's watching in now.
Actually,
amazing.
The two daughters that she has. But if you take a look at some of the clips where she has her daughters with her, you can kind of see how much Ash really doesn't care about her kids.
I already saw that. We already saw this clip. Her daughter really low-key bad. I smash. I low-key take her into my family. I'm just saying.
You're lying. That's all good or what?
Why would throw up smell like cooch, bro? That's one of the most insane analogies, bro.
Just kidding.
That's sad.
Bro, I was jamming together.
She was just jamming. Her daughter's throwing up, but she was just jamming. This mom is filth.
Classy, no?
I'm in my kids' room, but they don't stay with me right now.
Look closely at this picture. That's an air mattress that her two daughters have to share. And listen, I'm not saying that
I slept on air mattresses. Most uncomfortable shit ever. I don't know if anyone does this.
parents who make their kids
Air mattresses look fire. Only I only sleep on air mattresses. Like if I'm over somebody's house, like my great aunts.
She has enough.
you can't afford it. But the thing is, Ash always flexes her Louis Vuitton bags, and these Louis Vuitton bags are like $2,000 to $3,000.
I see why the 19. I see, yo.
Sometimes be like,
I see why the 19-year-old is with her. He's low key smart. He ain't got a job, so until he get back on his own feet, he's with her, getting her moolah. He's smart. I see it from the other picture. I see it all.
$400 to $500. So I don't know if she's just like not buying her kids beds and buying herself a Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah,
or if
that's
someone
sad.
else bought her those bags.
Oh,
but
I'm wishing the kids the best. I'm wishing the kids the best.
Mom. Here's another clip of Ash with her kids.
My sickly baby, you guys. That's
Hey,
the one
her daughter is fine.
get tested.
She really looks like she's like 17 at best.
Get it
I'm not
tested.
gonna explain nothing else because she don't want me to. Guys, it's triples. Galaxy is 3,000. If y'all want me to tell y'all about my baby girl's health, go ahead and send the Galaxy.
She's really
She's exploiting.
How terminally ill she is.
Rev, she's exploiting the method. Do something. This is worse than them people that be setting up them fake GoFundMe, bro.
Information that she doesn't want me to reveal to the world. Give me some money, $20, and I'll tell you exactly what disease my brother has. No, genuinely speaking, I feel like if they offered her $5 million, she's gonna give up her daughter, and that's
For
the
real,
scary part.
she's gonna sell it.
TikTok
She's gonna sell
line
it.
begging for galaxies and money, and in exchange, she'll give you personal details about her daughter's life.
Her daughter's
Like,
fine.
Do I even need to
It's
say
alright.
anything about this? No. And the last bit of evidence I have that shows how shitty of a parent she is a video of her admitting
Well, I
that
am
she
thankful that
threw
my
a
parents
glass at
don't
her
do
daughter.
this.
So apparently and allegedly, she's just straight up abusive to her kids.
It's okay to check on the kids, but to sit there and try and say that I can abuse my kids, bro, you stupid. Like, I can sue you for that. This is not the first time she's called the cops on me. This is literally the fourth time.
Okay, then one of those. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
One of those has to be real.
Glass break, I threw the glass. I broke my phone too. My phone's broke right now. 2 days ago, me and my daughter got into it, and she didn't stay with me because she threw a chair at me and my leg is bruised. She put it in. And I already had told her, stop putting your Cancel me, bro.
At the end of the day ends, and Ash Trevino has definitely got to be one of the worst moms I've ever seen on TikTok.
Anyways, YouTube, that is the most hated mom on TikTok. Let me know what you think about Ash Trevino. Let me know if any information.
The cringiest predator on TikTok.
Savings are always on the
Fake
menu.
tattoos. That's crazy.
Electricity plans
Yo.
compliant.
Predators in jail, I hope they get diddled, raped, touched inappropriately without their consent. I hope the whole nine, I hope they die. Like, it's one thing to be a criminal, but if you're a fucking rapist, pedophile, school shooter, you need to end it now.
What does it say right there? What about it?
You see, it says high school, bro. What do you think about it? The cringiest predator on TikTok.
You are not a member. Bro, honestly, all of that, they do not know who you are.
What is this Edgar Lionel level boss? That's your rank Edgar. No,
I feel like I'm looking at Eddie now.
So the moment you start impersonating something that you think is wrong, ever go to jail, bro, they're gonna put you in gang unit. The moment
You calling this girl right here a wifey, right? She's sitting.
Hi, wife. Trying to see my wife.
Sit this seat. All right,
That's
ladies and
sad.
gentlemen, it's your favorite Mexican rank.
So you wanted to end the live after that? That's when you were like,
Here, I hope you're all doing well today. I'm not doing too bad myself. Today we're looking at an infamous TikToker known as D-Kane. And some of y'all might know who this person is. Some of y'all might not know. D-Kane is a TikToker who blew up to around 1.7 million followers.
Bro, see, why can't I get it like
Got his
that?
big break by posting these types of videos.
My tip creamy right now. My tip sticky.
Bro, what?
why do you have black liquids in your milk? Are we surprised that a dude that puts these type of thirst traps is talking to minors?
Really not. At this point, who's not a pedophile? Which Minecraft YouTuber isn't a pedophile?
By the way, I wasn't the one who added that sound effect. That was all him. Now, if these thirst traps weren't cringe enough, D-Kane would then be recruited into becoming a TikTok live demon.
Hey, don't hate on me.
a laugh for the first
Listen to me.
It's not the only person that's doing this. There's 3 Edgars. There's multiple people jacking this style.
Don't hate on me. I'm about to hit 100K on Instagram, little bro.
Okay, Chad, you went live with me for that 60K, right? You got 64K, don't lie.
What is this, the Edgar multiverse? What am I watching? Thanks for the galaxy, head ass. Anyways, Mr. D-Kane would ride away on the TikTok live hype, and he kind of became this gimmicky type character that was getting made fun of all the time and poked fun at. It was kind of
Big
just
ass eyebrows. Low key, if I ever go, I would rather go live on Twitch before I ever go live on TikTok. Like, only way I'll go live on TikTok is if, like, actually, I don't know. If, like, there's something really, really booming at the time with TikTok, then that's when I'll just, like, well, might as well hop on the train and just go live. But I'll also go live on YouTube while doing it.
bullying him for being zesty, which was pretty funny to me, I'm not gonna lie.
This girl got lashes on.
This nigga has lashes on.
Thirst trap. If you don't look good, don't do this shit. I would just say, bro, if you're gonna thirst trap, if you're gonna expose yourself on the internet, like, do a lip sync and shit, just make sure you look good. Because if you look good, it's not cringe. But if you look like this, it's cringe.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, he's finally coming out.
Damn! He coming out the closet.
Rock his world like that. What? Has a whole drawer of caterpillars. He's like, let me throw these on today.
Like the villains, like henchmen that are like stupid as shit. This is the 2 dudes that were assigned to capture somebody, and then they just let them go.
Damn.
Some fuzzle.
Gun
Bro, y'all gotta stop making people like this famous.
I'm trying to build a puzzle.
Fanboy and Chum Chum, I can see that.
Some boy and Chum Chum is
By the
diabolical.
way,
Haven't heard them in a while.
His named Lalo. He's actually a good guy in the story. There's his TikTok. But Mr. D-Kane would collab with Lalo pretty often, and that's how D-Kane was able to basically just farm free followers. He'd just show up on TikTok Live to get roasted by Lalo, and that was his method. TikTok Live also has this sort of begging method where all you have to do is just beg the people watching your live stream to follow you and like the stream.
For real?
Like from what I've
I'm
seen,
finna
it's
go
like a
famous
pretty
on TikTok.
popular method that hella
Yes,
TikTok.
yes. There are people that are in nursing homes, broken down nursing homes, with their disabled child asking people for money. And their child don't even be disabled, they just be dirty. Like, bro, the core, I understand, man. You want to help your child, but bro, don't TikTok live.
Go find me better.
Trying to grow. And best believe that was a way for Mr. DK to farm followers.
Click on your screen if you don't already follow me. Everybody click the follow button. Follow me right now. Say, make sure you follow me right now. Everybody click the follow button.
Yeah, hey, I just noticed your caterpillars, they're getting bigger.
Damn.
So yeah, he was pretty much notoriously known on TikTok as the zesty Edgar that would get roasted on live 24/7. And it got to the point where people were even making nicknames for this dude, like the Confuzzled guy.
Confuzzled.
And yeah, at first everything was pretty lighthearted. Lalo was making fun of Mr. Confuzzled guy on TikTok live. It was funny. DK was taking the jokes. They were both farming followers. Things were all right.
He broke my shield.
You are the comedy, but you can't do comedy. Like, you understand what that means?
Like, are you trying? Like, what are you trying to do?
Until it got to a point.
Because those tattoos, I feel like it's just betraying the image that you're really not.
If you in real life, what would you do?
I'm genuinely curious.
I'm going to laugh for your face.
Fight against them. You will not see me outside again. I've never seen somebody with a more punchable face.
Literally.
Hey, TikTok, you want to ban me for showing somebody about my ID, but when an obvious person that isn't black is it's okay.
D-Kane was a wannabe gang member. Now, by this point, with how many fake gangsters we've looked at on the channel, I'm starting to think that this is like some type of pandemic or some shit. Like, there's gotta be a poser pandemic.
Especially in middle school.
Happening right now as we speak. It's getting bad. And this shit's gotta be a sickness of some kind. I know you guys see those face tats, and if you look closely, he has the number 13 in the middle of his eyebrows.
This did not age well. Literally. It's so minor. Yo, you know how dumb this looks now that you're a predator and that you got exposed this one? 13 is that? So it didn't have any deeper meanings. The meaning of you tatted 13 on your head was because that's how you like them.
You'll also notice that he's of Hispanic descent.
And bro, I'm gonna say this to anyone that has this their pose for their face pose, you look dumb as shit. Gang, we obviously know you're biting your cheeks. The only people that's valid jawline that we know is not biting their cheeks is me and Michael B. Jordan.
Nigga, I have a valid jawline. Word too.
In the middle of his eyebrows. You'll also notice that he's of Hispanic descent. For the people who aren't putting two and two together, this guy was trying to act like a MS-13 gang.
Oh, okay. Never heard of them, by the way.
Oh, so now when someone presses you from another game, what are you gonna do?
Some of you might know about, and some of you might not. For those who don't know who and what MS-13 is, MS-13 is a violent street gang that started in Los Angeles in the 1980s. Originally,
hey, yo, whoever that officer was that was frisking him, calm your ass down.
Formed by Salvadorian immigrants. It spread across the U.S. and Central America, gaining a reputation for brutal crimes like drug trafficking, extortion, and extreme violence. And I asked ChatGPT how to get initiated into MS-13.
Sexual institution for women!
Female recruits are given the option of being jumped in or sexually exploited by members.
What?
To that ass up to be accepted.
You gotta get gangbanged?
Think joining a gang where you gotta be doing this to join. Why do you assume this is gonna give you a happy life? And you can't even leave the game. Death?
What ChatGPT knows, apparently the most common method is a brutal beating by multiple members, usually lasting 13 seconds. The goal isn't to just survive, but to show resilience and loyalty. Goddamn. 2, commit a crime. Some recruits have to commit violent acts like murder, robbery, or attacking a rival gang member to prove their worth. This is how they test someone's willingness to go all in for the gang. And 3, sexual initiation. In some cases, female recruits are given the option of being jumped in or being sexually exploited by the members. So yeah, you get the picture. MS-13 is a violent gang. A violent gang that D-Kane was repping on his forehead. But it wasn't long until people started pressing him about his quote-unquote affiliation.
Were you a 13 Sureño?
You know what I'm saying? 1-3 or not? Is that 1-3 life?
Wait, this is the rapper that rap with Kendrick Lamar, right? What are you doing? Why are you in a TikTok live with NPCs, bro?
Where you from? Yeah, where you from? What gang? Where at? What city? I'm from Salvador.
He finna kill him.
You're from El Salvador?
Yeah.
Don't do that. What gang are you from?
We're not doing this on TikTok.
You're not doing it on TikTok because you don't have a game. Stop, or you're not intimidating.
I'm from King Salvador 13. Owen Park. Where are you from?
I'm a good boy.
You're a gay. That's just...
He ain't lying. Is that Lil Mosey? Oh no. I'm bugging.
For those who didn't know who that was Lefty Gunplay, who's a rapper out of LA, and he knew a little thing or two about the streets. One would say he is very educated on it, so he easily sniffed out the fact that D. Kane was a poser. And if we're being honest, I think it was pretty obvious from the jump that D. Kane was a poser and not a gang member. If anything, he was just a tatted, nonchalant, zesty Edgar E-boy begging for followers on TikTok Live. That's it. But he played into that gangster type aesthetic, but in reality, he was not lifting a finger on anyone except his ex-girlfriend and his grandma.
Why?
Which we will get to later.
Your grandma, nigga.
It's already crazy that you're hitting your girlfriend, your grandma. Are you just like knocking the cane out of her? If she better walk her 90-year-old ass. Like, what are you doing? What in common do you have to have with a 90-year-old? I bet you it's going to be some sort of hygiene products.
Yeah, after Lefty pressed D. Kane, the word got out that he was a poser, and some people actually wanted to put this to the test in real life, so I guess some people caught him at the mall while he was just out randomly strolling, and they took his chain while recording.
So small.
Bro.
You're tiny, man. You're tiny. If you're gonna be intimidating or you're gonna pose as like, you know, a gang member, whatever, like, look at your hands. You know, like you're a bronze. Yes.
Nah, he's just unranked.
You're a white belt. Do this to yourself.
And after this point, that video went viral, and the word went completely around town that he was a poser. And by this point, he had cemented himself as a lolcow. Also, the word got around town that he was 5'1".
Damn.
People in the field.
Pat got outbuilt.
Actually, Lalo would press D. Kane about his quote-unquote affiliation and how he got his tattoo, and also how he managed to let someone snatch his chain.
Earlier, bro, I put up to me like, bro, like, hey, respect on what you were telling D. Kane about that 13 hours space. He done because they got, you know
this isn't the only place where I have a 13 tatted on me, right?
Let me find out you got a 13 tramp stamp. You want niggas to see the number 13 I think digging in your little shit?
It don't matter where you got a tattoo. You shouldn't have a tattoo, bro. I'm just like,
if you were behind me, if you see me walking somewhere and you were behind me, you would see a big 13 on the back of my neck, and you already know what type of time I'm on.
You got a snake.
Why are you saying that? If you already got your shit robbed and people find out you're 4'8", why are you doing this?
I'm taller than that.
Straight for everybody to laugh.
You're really down for your own. Look like you would have swing while you're on ankle racing. Bro, and honestly, D. Kane, when Lefty was telling you all that stuff, like, hey, where you from? You're like, bro, you know what it is? I got that 1 and that 3. You know what it, bro? D. Kane, I promise you, D. Kane, I'm not saying this in a bad way. You are not a bro, honestly, all of that, they do not know who you are. So the moment you come impersonating something that you ain't, it's over for you, bro. I'm trying to put you on the right path, bro. I'm not hating on you. No, I'm not cloud chasing none of that, because I'm the biggest boy. You know what it is, bro. But, like, bro, I'm telling you this for real, bro. Like, bro, you know that tattoos are always just going to raise a lot of... Bro, that's the first thing that's going to raise questions about you. If you ever go to jail, bro, they're going to put you in gang unit.
Oh, yeah. No, you better hope you don't go to jail. Especially once they find out you're a predator and a fake game member. Oh, dude, the hole that's about to be in your butt is going to be so large. Your parts are going to sound like wind. It's going to come out that easy.
The moment.
Even though Lalo tried to humble this guy 3 different times, I think even more than that, D. Kane still wouldn't drop the gangster persona / aesthetic. He was desperately trying to convince everyone on TikTok Live that he was living that 13 lifestyle.
No, you are indeed
fact,
not,
he was
gang.
just living that TikTok Live beggar lifestyle while also posting cringe thirst traps in the process. And not gonna lie, getting face tats is an insane level of dedication for a persona. Like, that's just insanity. But eventually, this whole situation started to take an even darker turn somehow when another creator named Poncho, hey, we got the same name. Poncho had an interview with D. Kane's alleged ex-girlfriend, where she made the claims that D. Kane had allegedly beat his grandma, allegedly beat her, and allegedly got her pregnant while she was a minor.
Why did that list just get worse and worse? Beat your girl, you beat your grandma, and you got her pregnant while she was a minor? Holy shit. That gotta be the worst resume of any man.
Man.
23.
Okay, Mr. Confuso, 23. And then, by chance, how old are you looking at right now?
17.
Yeah, okay.
Where were your parents? Where were your parents? God forbid. I'm praying, like, I'm generally praying that I don't do this when I grow up. I know I'm not gonna do this. Why am I saying that? Bro, I'm going to college. I'm giving me let to get that. But gang, it's 7. I can't understand how kids be getting pregnant at 13, 11, 15, 14. How? Why? I'm over here watching Lego Ninjago and I'm still watching Corey Kenshin and YXL Sala. I still go to water parks. For crying out loud, I'm a good boy. I get good grades and everything, bro. Like, only thing you need to be worrying about is those books you're reading in those grades. Nothing else. Like, then the worst part, they don't even use protection. Nigga, what? If anything, you at least gotta let your parents know. If anything, so they can get you right. But even then, I'd pray that your parents say no and forbid you from even going outside and make you into a certified gooner. Yo. Kids, dude, kids. Even though I'm one myself, but still. What the heck?
So was Mr. Confuso about your age?
No, that was never. People could say that. No, literally, I was like, go look at my.
She sounds fine as fuck.
Did, and then it said 20. I was like, you're 20. Oh, I was like, oh, I'm 16. He's like, okay, that doesn't matter.
What?
As long as we don't tell anybody, you're gonna be an adult. So,
nigga.
And whatever the case is, and then when did it start turning ugly? Like, how did you guys? Are you the one that she minor allegedly was pregnant by her?
Yes, actually.
So you were in Barosala by
Yeah.
Okay. So then, if you don't mind me asking, let's get serious here. If you don't mind me asking, what ended up happening?
How do I put it? He's psycho. He beats not only on females, he beats on his grandparents actually too. His grandma. Yeah, those charges, he says. Oh, look at my charges. 2 of those charges are from his grandma and his grandpa for stabbing him.
You're throwing a lot of curveballs.
Wow.
You're bragging about charges of stabbing your own grandparents?
Stabbing?
Throwing punches.
So yeah, that's the clip of her alleging that D. Kane had gotten her pregnant while she was still underage and while he was in his early 20s, which is absolutely disgusting if true. And after all this went down, Pancho eventually confronted D. Kane himself about all this, where D. Kane just made himself look extremely guilty. And before I even play this clip, I gotta give credit to Pancho because he really came with the evidence, the claim, the interpretation, everything. He built a solid case against D. Kane.
You showed her name, right? That's your ex's name?
What the?
High school.
What does it say right there? And what does the date say right there? What about it?
No, that's disgusting word. You see, it's at high school, bro.
Oh, what about it?
What about it? It's a high school enrollment. What you mean, what about it? You say that so casually.
Please let it be the mask.
What about it? She's a
Oh, it's just trash. It's bloodline
What
again.
about me saying that I stopped talking to her? Did you listen to what I said?
Next person. Let's continue right here. Next
person. You gotta listen.
You calling this girl right here a wifey, right? She's 51 backwards. Hold on. We'll go to Exhibit C.
Wait,
Give me
go
a
back
second.
to it.
Oh, okay, hold on. My best friendo's calling. Alright, move it. How long have I been vibing for? And I've got to be 2 hours. I didn't even know. So I'm letting y'all know now. Wait. Alright then. Just say what's up to the stream then.
Only on niggas my shop podcast.
I'm going to get banned! But yeah, right now I'm fighting the first tailed beast, and so far he gave me his weapon and 2 of his bloodlines. Also, I'm on YouTube and I don't want to get copyrighted. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Like I'm generally like I really.
Yeah, I hope my family.
I really, really don't want to get copyrighted.
I hope you get jumped.
I hope we get raped. YouTube, I don't mean it.
Wow. No, YouTube, where you get your jumped for? You're trying to jump for getting your cooks.
YouTube, I'm a minor, by the way, and I'm getting harassed by 3 50-year-old guys. Help me.
And like you're getting touched by 3 50-year-old guys.
Yes, they're in a Discord call right now talking about grooming minors. So
the code gang.
Would you believe me if I shut up? Would you believe me if I said I kind of forgot the code?
Yeah, I'm praying on your downfall. I'm praying that humidity actually catches you in that deep game.
Yeah.
I hope it cracks you in your sleep. How about that? Hey.
Yes!
It's the fact you think that I'm joking, but I'm not.
Yep. Okay, I'm about to end the stream, guys. Yep. This just took a horrible turn. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment.